So she blocked you. I've been in the same exact position, and actually fairly recently. There's no closure, there's no explanation, there's no warning. One day everything feels normal, the next day she's gone. And now you're sitting there replaying everything in your head. What did I say? What did I do? Let me save you the time. It was not the last thing you did. It wasn't, trust me. And I'm not saying this from theory, right? I was just in this exact same position. Literally. Blocked. Out of nowhere. Like literally. And I honestly almost laughed. Most of us, as guys, we panic in the same exact situation. But when you understand what's actually happening, you will realize there's nothing to fix. Absolutely nothing. See, most guys, we think that getting blocked is a reaction. It's not. It's a decision. That decision, it didn't happen in that moment. It happened before the moment. Traction, it doesn't collapse like a building. It honestly fades like light at the sunset. Slow, quiet, almost unnoticeable. You know, like just slowly fading away. At first, everything seems bright though, right? And then it slowly, slightly dims. Then the shadows start forming. And by the time it's dark, you're the only one that's trying to see. The truth is that she was already detaching. She was still replying, still watching, still present on the surface. But internally, she was already stepping back. And I was just recently in this situation where I had a friend and we was talking for a while now. Honestly, just friends though. I don't know how she took it. I don't know how she perceived it. But we were never flirting really. Just honestly, just compliments here, there. And this was a long distance thing. But I was slowly starting to realize, especially when I was not really on that platform as much, that she was always monitoring, always, you know, trying to communicate. And, you know, I can honestly say it was probably on me because I wasn't on that app as much, and I don't like giving my number out frequently, so I'm not even sure if we had each other's number, but there was always, you know, I knew what it was. You know, she was getting flown out, she was doing these type of things, and you know, she would never really be transparent with me when but I knew what it was, like, dudes. And then she eventually told me recently that, you know, she was with her ex. You know, at the time it was her ex, but when I used to ask her, oh, who you with, she would always avoid those questions, right? But as me, like, I understand what it is and I understand the game, right? So I never dived in. I never reciprocated that energy because I knew what it was, right? I knew what kind of woman she was, and I never held that against her though. I never held that against her, but I never invested, and I'm glad I didn't, because when she recently blocked me, she reached out to me. I didn't respond because I was at the gym. I saw her notification. I was going to open it. When I went to go open it, she unsent it. When I went to open it, she unsent it. And I was like, hey, sorry about that. I was at the gym. I didn't even say sorry. I just said, hey, what'd you send? I was at the gym. Next thing you know, no response. So I was like, okay, let me give her a call. And I wouldn't advise calling, but only if you guys have that type of connection. Like, she would call me randomly, I would call her. Boom, she didn't answer. I was like, okay, cool. Called her one more time. Honestly, I called her a couple times, not gonna lie to you, right? And that's a mistake. Because I quickly got blocked right after that. But, you know, it was something that she got upset, and I don't normally post on that app. So I think when I posted, right, I think I posted like a selfie or something, right? I was like, oh, okay, let me just, you know, because I have followers there, and most of them are predominantly female. So, you know, I just posted a selfie, honestly. I had some song, I think it was like some Akon song. I'm not too sure, but she, I guess, took that a type of way because she immediately reacted to that. And, you know, we were talking, you know, I was supposed to go link up with her to her country and whatnot. And, yeah, you know, she took it some type of way. I don't know. And I asked her, I was like, hey, did I do something wrong? She didn't respond to it. But, you know, I think she assumes that I'm talking to other people when, you know, and I've made it clear that I don't. I'm at that point in my life where I don't like sending mixed signals. I'm very transparent and blunt. So I told her, I was like, hey, you can be straight up. I said, I do something wrong. Didn't respond. So I left it at that, right? But I quickly realized she was slowly detaching because she kept rushing me. She kept telling me, hey, when are you coming? This, that. And, you know, I didn't really want to go where she's at, to be honest with you. When I travel to places that I really want to go. And I told her, hey, why don't you come over here? She told me to, oh yeah, fly her out, this, that. I was like, okay. Whenever I would tell her, yo, come here, come, well, I can't because of the visa problem. She was staying at somewhere where it's hard to get a visa at certain countries. So I was like, you know, so when I've traveled, you know, when she wants to come, she couldn't really, right? And, you know, I wouldn't lie to her too. And she would ask me, oh, who's that girl you with? If I was traveling somewhere, I would tell her straight away, hey, somebody I met. And I'm like very direct, right? I'm not going to lead you on. I'm not going to lie to you. And if you're still okay with it, then you're okay with that. She was always cool with that. But I never lied to her, right? Nor was I ever making love with these type of women, right? Hooking up or stuff like that is different, right? But I'm very mindful of that now as I gotten older. Like, I don't just make up love with someone that I just met that I don't know. You know, I got to know you more on a personal. Like, I'm not going to go travel somewhere and just, you know, maybe like, you know, younger me, but I would advise to be very mindful of that. So, you know, and obviously I'm going to be real with you. They're not going to believe you. If they see you with a girl, they're going to just immediately think you smashed. And even when you choose to hold out, I promise you that. And I've made it clear that I like to, you know, do that when, but anyways, but she was already detaching. So the biggest thing that that upsets us guys, right? And I've been in this position, like I've mentioned. So you want her to be transparent. You want her to explain why she just randomly blocked you, or she just stepped back, detached, basically. And here's what most people don't understand: closure requires emotional investment. She needs to be fully engaged. By the time she blocks you, she's already gone. She's already like, she wants nothing to do with you. It's a wrap. 100%. That's why I always mention in my videos, once a girl is done with you, she's done with you. There's no going back, right? They might come back later on and lurk and just see how you're doing now. But once they're done with you, they're done with you. It's like completely like remove her from your mind. I know it might be hard because, you know, this is not, you know, a fairy tale. Like, I know you like Romeo and Juliet, you can just go fight for love like this. That's not how it is. It's not how it works, right? And maybe your situation is completely different. Just think about it like this. If a person that cares, especially about you, they'll communicate. A person that's unsure, though, they hesitate. But a person who's done, like I'm talking about, like it's over, they disappear. It's like you don't know them. There will literally be no conversation, no explanation, no closure, no goodbye. It's just like, whew, it's like Aang the Avatar, vanished when the world needed him the most. Boom, just silence. For her to explain means that she still cares about you. Because explaining something, that means that that person still cares about how you feel, right? So when they don't, that means they don't care. So how you should look at it is that they don't care about how you feel about the situation. So the best thing you can do is to completely just move on. Don't let it linger in your mind and just accept it. How most guys lose all the power is when they react. When you call, when you double text, when you try to understand what the problem is, when you're trying to get her to communicate with you, to, you know, be transparent, that's already, you know, where you lose your leverage. Not that it matters because she's already done with you, but you want to hold your frame. You want to respect yourself, because I'm sure you respect yourself. So if someone doesn't respect you, why would you try to teach them or show them how to respect you? Does that make sense? You can't try to go and fix something that already ended, no matter how much it makes you feel, you know? No matter what, you got to always love yourself first and foremost. No matter what, you must love yourself first. Don't try to teach people how to treat you. They're going to treat you based off how they feel, how you treat yourself. So you can't understand that you can't negotiate attraction. It just won't work. And the biggest misconception is that you cannot convince someone to feel something, especially if they already let go of it. That's like you trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you grip it, just like sand, the tighter you grip it, the faster it slips. So what's the move? What should I do? Do absolutely nothing. Absolutely, I want you to do nothing. And it's gonna sting and it might hurt. And I mean actually do nothing, not fake silence where you're checking their page every hour. You're checking to see updates. Like, don't do that. Don't do it. I mean real detachment. This is no reaching out, no trying to get closure, trying to get a message from her. No, I just want to understand. Because the moment you do that, you position yourself beneath that person. You let them get all the authority over you. If you had a problem with someone that you respect, and I'm talking about you in your own life, you're gonna communicate with them, because you want to work this out, because whether it's friendship, relationship. So when someone doesn't respect you, when someone doesn't, value, she's just gonna, that's it. So there's no need to try to go and get her to, you understand? The moment she blocks you, and I want you to understand this, the situation is already over. But how you respond, that's where your value is measured. That's where your value is revealed. If you panic, you lose. If you chase, you lose. And if you stay centered, you're not over here, you're not over here, you're right here. You will win. Even if she never comes back. Be okay with that and accept it like that. You don't need anybody trying to come back, especially when they don't want to talk it out, right? No matter how long you've known them, no matter how long you've been with her, if she doesn't have the respect to communicate with you, that's it. Accept it. Don't have no hate. Just move with love and accept it and on to the next. If you master this correctly, the frame will immediately flip because she's going to expect you to react. She's going to expect you to, be emotional. She's expecting you to be confused. This is what they want, especially if they're just testing you, especially if they just want to get a reaction from you. Maybe you are a nonchalant guy. I've heard some guys tell me this as well, that, some women will do this to get a reaction from you, to make you get more invested into her. And I've showed you how to get her invested into you. So this is what they'll do when they want more emotional investment from you. Maybe, and what you will quickly realize is that you might be busy. You might be someone that you have a lot of things on your plate. You have things that you have to do on a consistent basis that you don't have that much time because you were trying to weather, your job, you grow your business, whatever it is. And, people will take this personal, I promise you. Especially when you try to better yourself, especially when your time is not just like candy, like you just give it away freely, right? Even though that's your girl, even though that's someone you're talking to, they don't want to see the bigger picture. They don't see where you have a vision. You have something that's on your mind and you want to scale it or you want to elevate. And a lot of the times that they want to see the finished product. They don't want to, work with you in that journey. They don't want to understand. Some people, and it's true, they look at it like life is short. They want it right now. So if you just move in silence, she will receive that silence. She will monitor that silence. Like, okay, wow, he's not affected. He's not phased at all. She's obviously going to assume he wasn't interested in me. He wasn't. But that's her assumption. You might actually care for her. You might actually, but she didn't respect you enough to, you understand? So that silence is felt. And silence is heavy. It's heavy. Because it makes people think. Silence makes people think. Silence lingers, right? Like an echo in a quiet or calm room. It forces reflection. It forces her to think, was this the right move? Maybe I should have been transparent. Maybe I should have communicated with them. And whether she does come back and do that, that's up to you now to decide. But you're going to have to look at it in a standpoint where, do I respect myself? Okay, yes, you do. She didn't really respect me. She wanted to just end it like that. Like we meant nothing, right? And this could be that she has other options. This could be that she doesn't really value you. This could be that she doesn't respect you. Before you decide, before you react, because eventually they will come back, especially if you just move with silence. Maybe they won't though. Maybe she won't, to keep it honest with you. But you have to understand that you're not doing this to get her back. You're not at all. You're doing this simply because you don't move for people who decided to remove you. They decided, I'm done with you. That's it. It's a wrap. That immediately signals, that's self-control, that's self-respect, that's clarity. And this is exactly what I break down in the art of detachment, because most say they don't care, but they never show you how to actually detach. Link will be in the top link description and pinned comments if you want to understand this deeper. So the final truth is that if she comes back, right? And this is, I'm not going to tell you how to react to it because this is based off your situation, whoever is viewing this. But if she comes back, cool. If she doesn't, even better. No, honestly. I want you to look at it like that. If she comes back, cool. Right? You can move based off how you view this relationship, how you view yourself. This is, no one's going to blame you for that, right? No one's going to, because only you guys understand your guys' dynamic. If she doesn't, that's totally fine. Don't move with hatred. And I know how serious and I know how frustrating this can be. Trust me. The reason I say this is because anybody that can just walk away without saying a word was never meant to stay in it with purpose. Calm is power, silence is control. And detachment, that's what separates you from everybody else reacting emotionally. So she blocked you. Good. Now you see clearly. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share this video if somebody needs to see this. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Understand that, you know, don't beat yourself up. Don't try to overthink it. Don't try to seek clarity. Like I've mentioned, someone that's that influenced to just leave without communicating, maybe a minor fight, maybe something you did, something you posted, like, come on. We know, you know it too, right? You probably clicked it just to see what I would say, but we've all been there, right? And, you know, they say it too, like, you know, if she didn't really like you as much, she wouldn't block you. You know, there's some truth to that too, right? But sometimes they just, it can be a whole different type of scenario. But understand that when they are just so quick to just end it like that, when there's no explanation, especially when you did nothing wrong. Because I've been in a similar situation where I didn't do anything, right? And maybe doing nothing kind of got her triggered, right? But, you know, I understand that my purpose is always first, no matter what, right? I try not to lead on. I try not to send confusions, mixed signals, but sometimes they don't care, right? Especially if you're not investing how they perceive it or how, you know, they want you to match their investment. Especially when you tell them straight up that, you know, I can't right now. I have things I need to do. I'm very busy. Some won't like that. They don't like that response because there's going to be somebody else that will give her that. You understand? So it's like, don't beat yourself up too much. You guys were just not aligned. And it's like, I understand the frustration. I understand the chaos, the confusion. So the best thing to do is just think positive, right? Move with love. Don't try to move with hatred now. Don't be super frustrated now where your emotions are kind of reflecting your outside world. Like, just understand, like, you're good. You're fine. Right? And if she was super attractive, or she was someone that you know, you thought you would never find another, like, no, man, you were able to. And I've always told you guys this. If you were able to attract her, you're always gonna be able to attract, you know? So, like, no matter what. So just think positive. I understand, and I'm gonna say this again because I understand the connection. Like, it's like, yes, you can find another attractive woman, but you wanted her. Like, she was, or you're not saying you wanted her. Like, you liked the bond. You liked, you know? And it's like, I would be lying to you if I said, you know, I haven't been in this situation before. And, you know, I've had plenty of times to the point where it's like, you have options, right? You can go and block her back. You can, I would say the best thing to do, especially as a man, like, don't take it personal. Understand that, you know, this is what I always mention in my videos. They are more emotional. So if you are upset about it, she's probably upset about it even more, right? There's some confusion there, and sometimes they don't want to hear. Sometimes they just get told lies and they go on and they run and believe it. And it doesn't matter what you say. At this point, it's like, it's done. So the best thing to do is don't reach out, don't care. Don't trip, do nothing. Just literally do not do anything, no contact. This is exactly when no contact, that video I made, comes into play. Because now the challenging part is that they might try to come back, and you're gonna have to move with clarity. You're gonna have to be very logical in your decision making now. This is something only you can make, but you have to understand and reconsider, you know? But the best thing to do is just completely move on, because especially if you're someone that you're very transparent. If you are not transparent, then maybe that's up to you. But if you are someone that's very transparent, if there's an issue, you know, you talk it out. You don't move with anger, you move with love, right? You communicate certain things. If you didn't like it, you let somebody know. Right? But if they don't show you that same type of energy, that vibe, it's like, oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Don't trip. I'm telling you, man, you got this. Don't overthink it. You know, don't overcomplicate it. It is what it is. Remember, clarity of mind, discipline, emotion. You got this. You got this, man. I've been in the same position, and actually fairly recently. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time to make a video, because I almost reacted emotional. I almost caught myself lacking. I was like, I can't do this because I got to be what I teach, right? And it's things too, because, you know, this is someone I was talking to for a while. Nothing serious though, right? So, you know, I can't expect anything. You know, I think I know what happened. It was just a misconception. Honestly, it was very childish. Like, I won't even get the details to put her business out there, but it is what it is. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share this video with somebody who needs to see this. And until next time, guys, remember, clarity of mind, discipline of motion. You got this. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Remember, stay positive. You can overcome any obstacle, any challenges. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest asset. So don't let it get diluted or polluted with, BS. Stay focused and understand better days are coming no matter what, right? You know it too. I don't gotta tell you that. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. We're almost at 10K, by the way, 10K subs. I'm not sure when this video gets dropped, but I want to say thank you for 10K subs. It really means a lot. Every single one of you guys subscribe to the channel. I know I don't say this often because, it's never really was about that when I first started. It was mainly just, seeing who this video resonated for. I didn't expect it to reach this many people, especially when I started off with self-improvement videos and you guys wanted more videos like this. So, I'm just glad that I'm able to reach people that, it resonates with, and, very humbling. And, I just want to say thank you, honestly. And, completely grateful for all of you guys. And I love you guys, man, no matter what. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Be easy.